Welcome back to another episode of Bush Bundys. Today, Shannon and I are gonna be out and we're gonna be sluicing. Last week, we were prospecting, we found a nice beach, we found some little deposits in there, and now we're just gonna sluice that whole thing and get the gold. Stay tuned. Forgot me bloody waders at home. Lucky I had my gumboots in the truck. But my mind's not in the game. Fully just submerged the whole bloody gumboot in the water. Yes! Well, here we are back here at the spot. We've got the steam train over there. Almost don't have to bloody do anything. Nice little one there. Shit, yeah.
First picker of the day.
Woohoo! Woohoo! So this is where I'm taking my buckets from at the moment. We've got this bedrock nice and close. We're right on the very start of this corner, and so far, after one bucket, there's 2 or 3 nice little bits in there. Shovel head down, like I mentioned. It's good to try and figure out what layer this flood goes on, because you don't want to be working too bloody hard. You'll be here all day digging up. If you keep going down, you'll get nothing. We've learned that one the hard way. The other thing to remember here is that because I've got flowing water through here and just water in general, every time you dig it will collapse. So it's easy to just keep digging. So I'm just digging out over here and something caught my eye. Look at this piece of gold just sitting there on the bedrock. Interesting. Just sitting on the bedrock. Gold is funny, isn't it? You can see up here on the terrace where the old timers have been working and sluicing these slopes down. I did a bit of detecting up there last time and I found loads of little bits of metal, nails and pegs and straps, what they would have used for the sluices and whatnot.
I was trying to not go, like, I was testing, trying not to go around but go down and see if it still shows up, like, in some areas it's like lower.
Yeah. Yeah. Hadn't dried up yet.
We're waiting for the sun and the bloody clouds.
So we are getting consistent little bits in here, which is more of a showcase as to why you need a sluice when you come up to these areas. If you were to pan these, you'd be here all day long and you'd probably miss a lot of these tiny bits. We do like to pick the bits out of the sluice with the snuffer bottle. It is very important for us to see when there is new gold going in as we test different bits of ground. Here we go, look at that one. Couple of nice ones out of that bucket. That's just sort of proven that there are some bigger bits down there on the bedrock. That's a really good sign. See? Couple of little shelves here, and that piece of gold we just found come off this flat shelf here, so that's a good sign. So I've just put the detector in here. If you want to look at that, full gold signal, very, very strong whipping. I was asked by a fella on the previous video on how I use my Gold Monster 1000. There are many ways to use it. I think it really depends on what creek you're on, but down here in Otago we have a lot of iron content in the bedrock, so I tend to put it on full automatic, which is basically maxed out. You can put it on the most sensitive setting, but the problem is that it doesn't ground balance, and with all the iron content it just goes off at everything. See how it's just making loads of noise? So I'll put it on full automatic, and in that way it will do automatic ground balancing, and that will really help down here in Otago, at least anyway. Really important to stratify this on the first go as much as you can. Get that gold right to the bottom of the pan. Oh, there, oi, bro. That's a good piece of gold. Look at that one. Holy, that's chunky too. Shit, yeah. Woohoo. Shit, yeah, boy. Oh, this is by far the best piece of the day. Would you look at that beautiful piece of gold? That is. Shit, yeah, boys, let's go. Woo! Woohoo! So this quite potentially showcases exactly what I was talking about before, how you're getting nice flood gold, and the flood gold on this particular layer it's modern. It's happened on recent floods over the last 5 years, 3 years, whatever the case may be. And then when you get down to that bedrock level, you can sometimes find ancient flood gold, stuff that has been sitting there for a very, very long time. And when you kind of look at the contours and see the gold would have come up and over, and then you're in a bit of a dip, a low pressure zone, and then it just can't get out any further, especially a bit that size. It's not a bad piece. I was gonna guess it's 0.5 or so. It looks like there's a bit of gold there too, actually. I think that's gold there, is it not? There you go, another little tiny piece of gold that was on the face there you just saw in the water. It's a good little catchment zone, that's for sure. We'll be digging everything out of this and then detecting it again. Oh yeah. Couple more nice bits there. Couple more nice little bits coming out of that. Beautiful. That's fantastic. Another thing worth noting as well is that we have been finding little catchments behind big rocks. So even though we're on the bedrock here, there are big rocks that were getting wedged on the bedrock, and behind that is where we were finding the most sort of concentration of gold in a general sense. But flood gold can just go anywhere. Another signal there. Full gold signal, whipping. That's another perfect signal. If it's anything like that last piece, mate, ooh, it'll be on. I think I can see it. I'll give you guys a peek. That's a good one. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Another good bit. The Gold Monster 1000 once again shows us why it is the best. I repeat, the best budget mid-range detector on the market. Insane.
If you're interested to buy one, go down to your local hunting and fishing.
Hunting and fishing, sponsor us! Come on!
Use the use the promo code Bush Bundys. See what they say.
I'll probably tell you to get stuffed, actually.
Oh, we said it on YouTube. Like Bush Bundys, eh?
Use promo code Bush Bundys to get 0% off.
They do charge you more.
They might double it. She's pretty deep there. We're like a full shovel down, plus half an arm almost now.
Bloody Scuba Steve soon.
Scuba Steve. She's deep right in that little pocket, eh? But we are finding lots of tiny little bits of gold. It is consistent, so it's worth to keep going. Potentially there's something even better down the bottom, we don't know yet. Now we've had enough for today, and it's now time to clean up the sluice, so we'll show you how we clean the sluice up and how much gold we managed to hold in the sluice. The Keene sluices are pretty bloody good if you ask me. They're real easy to clean out, so easy. So a good trick to this is to do a double pan method. So you want to be panning into another pan, because if you don't, you can very easily lose gold. No matter how good you are at panning, it is very easy to lose even the tiny specks out of a pan. So double pan method always. And I'll use this pan. You just want to pour everything in. Stratify your pan. Always pays to be a little more careful when you're doing it off the sluice, cleaning the sluice up. I'm usually a pretty quick panner, but As you can see, all of the material is now going into the bottom pan, which is meaning we can then pan that again to confirm we have got every bit of gold. You see all the little different heavies in here, the minerals, ironstones.
Oh yeah,
And that's why you double pan. There is one tiny piece in there which we would have missed.
it's hard to see on camera, but it is that bit of colour. It's not too bad though.
So here we are, this is the final reveal after a day's worth of sluicing. Some really nice bits in there, especially that bigger one that looks a bit like a cashew nut. Oh, listen to that. Oh, guess is on the way to that one. Surely that's got to be 0.4 or 5, surely.
Yeah, definitely.
Oops, sorry.
And this nice other little one.
Definitely some nice pieces here, worth sluicing, that's for sure. Fingers crossed, maybe a gram there, maybe a little bit less. Oh, that big one should make it add up. Shit, yeah. Well, that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. If you've learned anything, make a comment. We love to see all the comments you have to say. Otherwise, we will see you on the next one. Yoo! Yoo! Oh.